Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl KYP561 coming in to talk to you all about tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9 Reunion Part 1. As y'all can see, I'm in a different background again. Pretty soon y'all gonna be seeing every damn room that I have here in my house. But as I had mentioned to you all earlier, my husband is back. So we're still making adjustments, and while he's transitioning from one place to home, my goddamn house is like a fucking storage unit. So this might actually be my new recording spot because I kind of think that I like it. It's comfortable for me. I'm gonna see how this works out. So anyway, child, let's just go ahead and get into it. Once again, this was part one of the reunion, and it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Um, 30 to 35 minutes of complete bullshit. I really don't see the need for it to have been a four-part reunion because the normal three that we normally get, it would have sufficed because they could have just took the first 30 to 35 shit, maybe 40 minutes of the whole goddamn show and just put that shit on the left that shit on the editing floor. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get on into it. I guess we're gonna start with the fashions like we always do. This is probably the first time that I'm gonna absolutely say that everybody looked good to me. Everybody looked good to me. Um, Phaedra, she's kind of like the plain Jane to me of the crew, even though she might think a little bit differently of herself. But I don't know, that dress that just looked like something that I would probably wear to like brunch or something. With the exception, I don't know, did it have a train? Like, was it a long dress? I don't know, but I didn't think that it was reunion worthy, especially not when she was sitting next to Portia, who looks completely gorgeous. I love Portia's hair. That color looks really nice on her. I'm just really not here for, you know, titties to just be sitting all out, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, my husband, he came in here while I was watching it, and once he kind of like looked and saw what was going on, he was like, why is everybody sitting up there with their titties out like that? And I was like, I guess that's what's on trend, child. I don't know, but whatever. And then I liked Sheree. This is the best that I've seen Sheree look in a long time, because I hate that dusty red that they try and put on her, that dusty blonde. I don't like that. This hair, the all black, it looked real nice on her. I like that green on her skin. Her makeup was good. I liked it. Cynthia always comes through for me. She always comes through for me, even when she don't necessarily um, come through. She still comes through on something. You know what I'm saying? And I am a complete fan of larger than life hair, so I completely am. I'm here for all the hair. I love it. I love it. Um, what her name is, Kenya. Kenya was pretty. I don't too much think I liked her hair though. I don't know. It was something about that hair. It looked wiggy to me. I don't know. Maybe it was a wig. I don't know. I'm almost certain that it may have been a wig, but um, I did. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I just didn't care for it. Candy, I like the fact that Candy did wear pants. I like that Candy kind of acknowledged the fact on why she wore pants. Because if y'all didn't notice when they were doing something to her shoes, and she was like, well, maybe I do need to get a zipper just in case I got to stand up on one of these bitches. I said, I know that's right. The only thing that I really didn't too much care for was the straight back hair. I think that if you were going to do it like that, you should have done a sleek ponytail, just a straight um, back ponytail. I mean, I understand why you did it. I completely get it. I ain't mad at it, but I think it would have tied the look together a little bit more, especially since we're not used to seeing you in pants for the reunions or whatever. But it was cool. I liked it, and just for the reason of why I figured you wore those pants, I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it, and for that reason alone, you get the best dress from me. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. Like I said, it was a whole bunch of bullshit shit that we could have completely done without, because I don't really think that it was worthy of being talked about on the reunion. I mean, I knew that they were going to touch on it, but I think they spent a little bit too much time on it. We got More Manor versus Chateau Sheree. Once again, like, who really cares? Um, at the end of the day, both women, they got their houses built or whatever. I think Kenya's house was already up as far as the structure, but I think that she actually designed the home, or what they call it, renovated the home or whatever, and just put her touches on it. Both of the houses to me are really nice houses, but in my opinion, I think that Kenya's house is more realistic. I think that Sheree went and did all of this grand shit for the sake of other people, other people that really don't give a fuck about Chateau Sheree at all. You know what I'm saying? It was just a conversation piece for them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this motherfucker that took all this time to build this house and whatever, whatever. So she feels like, you know, the grandness of it, uh, it, it, uh, what was the word I'm looking for? Um, I don't know. I guess it equates to the length of time that it took to build a house, in which that's an absolute lie. Because I've seen motherfuckers build whole goddamn communities, whole fucking apartment complexes, within, I would say, shit, 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take no 5 goddamn years to build no one motherfucking house. Now, come on, now stop your shit, Sheree. But anyway, then they go on to start talking to Phaedra about her bullshit ass restoration service. And when they asked her about her relationship with Kandi, she basically gave the same answer that she gave last season when they asked her about did she think that her and Kandi could, get their relationship back on track or whatever. She said the same exact words, I'm optimistic. And Kandi just pretty much called bullshit on that, and I 100% agree with that. So then they go on to talk about Phaedra and Kenya's non-friendship. And I've said before, I think that Kenya in this matter was really blindsided, and I don't necessarily like the way that Kenya was treated. Y'all know, once again, I'm gonna say this every time, I'm not a Kenya fan. Kenya has done some shit that has really irked my motherfucking nerves. Okay, but like I said, also, I'm a fair bitch, so I just call the shit like I see it. And I do believe that Kenya thought that her and Phaedra were really on a path to rekindling their friendship. And, I just think that it was just fucked up on how Phaedra basically stabbed Kenya in the back. And Phaedra wants to bring up old shit to justify why she felt the way that she felt, or why she bought that old shit up with Apollo and all of this and all that. And it was just basically a bag of bullshit that she was trying to sell, and nobody was really buying it. She kept talking about Kenya was the reason Kenya was the reason for their relationship failing and all this. But then she tried to backpedal and say, no, I'm not saying me and Apollo, I'm talking about me and her relationship. And Kenya was all over that shit. Kenya was like, no, bitch, that shit there came later. Our relationship went on a downward spiral when your motherfucking ass tried to shife me out my goddamn money for that damn DVD. And then when I came out and did my own goddamn DVD, you went and did just like you do to everybody else, go out and try and throw dirt on my name or whatever. So yeah, she and then Phaedra goes into this holier than thou shit about how Kenya was disrespectful to her marriage and doing disrespectful shit or whatever. And which some of that shit was true, because I'm telling you, I'd have beat Kenya ass at that goddamn pool down to the Anguilla. But then when I think about it, would I really have beat Kenya? I probably would have, just because and I probably would have regretted it later, because Apollo, at the end of the day, you're the man, you're the married man. You're the married man that's on this trip with your wife, and you're being completely disrespectful at this time. But like I said, we be so quick to want to attack the woman first. However, that woman really don't owe you shit. It's your husband that owes you everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna slap one in the mouth, punch the other in the face. That's all I can tell you. So anyway, as she was going on and on about how Kenya was disrespectful and all this, and I was like, bitch, you done some disrespectful ass shit too around people's husbands. You done walked around numerous of times with your ass out, jiggling your ass and all type of shit. You was just on this season in front of Portia's boyfriend, digging all in your ass and talking about how this bikini is in your ass and all this type of bullshit. Bitch, what you call that? Like, what do you call that? But you're gonna sit here and try and point out the shit that Kenya did. Bitch, you ain't no motherfucking better. True enough, you were there with your husband, but it was other women there with their husbands as well. And that shit was fucking disrespectful. And you done that shit not once, not twice, maybe a good 3 times you done that shit. You know, so bitch, come on now, get right. Get right. Let me see what else was going on, because right now we still kind of in the bullshit portion of it or whatever. Oh, and basically Kenya said what I have said on previous videos. Phaedra basically needs to pick the life that she wants to live, or pick the life that she wants us to believe that she lives, and portray it out at 100%, you know. And it almost leads me to believe that, Phaedra, you might be motherfucking crazy, because you get on TV, like you said, and you betray, or you portray all of your lifestyles. I ain't gonna say both of them, because sometimes it seems to be more than one. You know, one moment, you know, you're this professional lawyer, and the next moment you are evangelist, and then the next moment, like Candy say, you Martin Luther Phaedra, and then the next moment you over here freaking and fracking, and you know, saddle tramping around with Portia. So it's like I said before, you need to pick the bitch that you want to be and be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, and then you it's like, you know, you do all of these things on TV, but then, like Kenya said, you try and put a spin on it so that you come out on top like Saint Phaedra. Bitch. And when they were talking about how Portia has supposedly warned Phaedra about being friends with Kenya or whatever, Portia basically sabotaged the the building of that friendship, because she was jealous, and they showed her jealousy building up. You know, they even did a recap on a couple of instances, but they showed her jealousy building up throughout the, you know, the friendship that they were reestablishing or whatever. So it just so happened that these things were happening to help Portia built her case and show Phaedra points where I told you don't need to be friends with that bitch, whatever. But bitch, to me, that was all sabotage, because she was jealous. She didn't want them to be friends, because her and Kenya are not friends. So it ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna let a bitch that I don't like become good friends with my bestie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna happen. So then when they started talking to Portia or whatever, somebody had did somebody ask a question about when Phaedra had said that Portia had wanted to tell everybody about her progress with the anger management or whatever, and then when they asked her about it, the motherfucker went like, bitch, why the fuck would I tell Portia that or whatever? And Phaedra asked, sitting over there with mouth on mute, didn't say anything or whatever. So that was line number one that we brought out with Phaedra or whatever. So somebody basically asked the question of, every time your dog is out there getting handled by the rest of the ladies, you sitting your ass down there acting like ain't shit going on. So Phaedra was like, well, you know, I'm not going to be out in public acting a fool, and, you know, I'm a professional, and I have to go to work the next day, and all this and all that. And I was like, girl, what in the absolute fuck are you talking about? You know, you, like I said before, you've walked around on camera with your ass out. You've said some of the most trampiest shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we done caught you, you know, bent over, jiggling your ass and all type of shit. Those same people that you claim that you don't want to go to work to face the next day because you was out in the restaurant cursing somebody out, those are the same goddamn colleagues that you have to go to work with after they done seen you do all this old trampish ass shit on this show. So what are you talking about? You know, once again, complete bullshit, child. It ain't no damn difference to me. But anyway, so then in the midst of all that, because Portia was like, well, you know, I called Phaedra, and you know, and I said such and such. Well, why the fuck we don't never hear these damn phone calls when you supposedly call Phaedra every time something happens to you in public, but you give Phaedra a private phone call to where we don't know nothing about this shit, to ask her such. She know you ain't got no goddamn sense. She know your damn brain got to be wound up in order to damn work. It's on the timer before that motherfucker cut off. So she knows that she can pretty much tell you whatever, and you just gonna buy into it. And that's basically what she has been doing. So Candy basically asked her, why the fuck is you always making excuses for Phaedra? Like, why? You know, why are you always making excuses for Phaedra? Because she was like, you know, Phaedra has her way and this and that. Listen, I don't give a fuck what type of way you got. If all of the shit that Portia is having to defend herself behind and getting into arguments and all this shit with other ladies, when it's some shit that Phaedra was in the middle of, you know, every argument or every altercation that Portia has had this season has fucking Phaedra at the goddamn root of it. But you're gonna fucking sit here and tell me I'm not getting in the middle of it because I don't want to be out in the public looking like acting a fool. Girl, get your motherfucking ass out of here. So anyway, Candy basically asked her, bitch, why the fuck is you always making excuses for her? You know, and she was like, well, you know, I called her and, you know, to get it straight out. And Candy was like, okay, well, the same way that you called her, you could have motherfucking called me and expressed your, you know, your concerns about some shit that you may have heard or whatever. So anyway, let me see. That was pretty much it. They kind of like left it off at that. Portia went on to holler about every time she try and do something good, they always trying to find something bad in it or whatever. And Candy was like, bitch, I always motherfucking supported you. Even when your motherfucking ass was on the damn Celebrity Apprentice, Candy said she donated $5,000 to whatever. And so Portia was like, well, that was for charity or whatever. And Candy was like, bitch, I donate to charity all the goddamn time. Just because your motherfucking ass doing the charity, bitch, that don't mean I had to fucking donate to you. Bitch, I donated to you because I want to see your pussy ass win some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is you talking about? But anyway, they started going on and on at that point. They kind of started talking over each other, and I really couldn't decipher who was saying what, and it was just a bunch of back and forth going on, and it really, I don't know. So, like I said, all of this shit, at least the first half of it, we could have completely done without, and just, you know, bring on the shit, you know. But I guess it's gonna we're gonna get more in depth about the shit that we actually care about next Sunday or whatever. So you know, until next time, y'all, peace out. I'm gonna try and watch a little bit of these Potomac Housewives, which I doubt it, because I'm tired. Um, oh, I forgot to tell y'all Happy Easter, child. I hope y'all had a good time with your families, and if y'all went to church, I hope you had a good church service or whatever. I had met up with some of my old college crew, honey. We was that child. We was freaks and fracks, baby. I met up with them last night. We had a good time. We went out. I was extremely tired today, so I really didn't do too much. I slept most of the day or whatever. But of course, big day. Well, not necessarily big day, but it's Monday tomorrow. So me going on in here and tie up these loose ends for the night, and I will be back tomorrow to talk to you all about Love and Hip Hop, and of course, is Basketball Wives coming on tomorrow? If it is, I'll be in here to talk to y'all about it. So, all right, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, share the video, all that good shit. Until tomorrow, y'all, peace out.